Right, we are live.
Hi, everybody. It is Mo and Yella. We are back on Sunday. And happy Father's Day. Yes, yes,
Right.
yes. I just tell them, Mo, as we've started this on Sundays, I did not realize how much stuff landed on Sundays. By all means, that is okay, but it's just hilarious as we do things. Because, again, today's Father's Day, so shout out to all the daddies out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you are able to join us, cool. If you got to watch this later, awesome. Again, this is our YouTube Grow Room, and here we are here to just talk social media, grow our social media, specifically YouTube. But we will be touching. We always touch on all points of on all platforms or whatever we're using. I know I'm active on IG and TikTok as well. I know a couple people are even active on fan base. So whatever works for you. But this is a safe place for us to connect and grow because we trying to get this money and get monetized. So yeah. How are you, Mo? I know. Well, actually, me and Mo always like connect a couple minutes before this. So
Yeah.
Mo are we're here.
Girl.
We are here. And
Uh, right now, I'm just trying to let everybody know who could know that we are live. We are live here on YouTube, but I'm good. Um,
you look good.
Thank
Your
you.
skin is just glowing.
Oh.
Jelly, just jelly, because your skin is just like butter. It's so smooth. I don't see a
Thank
line. I
you.
don't see a bump. I don't see
Girl.
nothing.
They be there, but praise the Lord for 4K, I guess. What or not 4K. I don't know. But thank you, friend. But yeah, it's what a day. I feel like what a week, what a month, what a
Month, year,
year,
add it all.
what a life. Is this the life that I agreed to before I came down on earth, God? I did that? I don't think I saw this part. I don't think I saw this part.
Because when stuff happens, you're like, this is just. But then it keeps happening. And you're like, all
All right,
what's
God.
going on here?
Hey, God, cool it on me. You know what I'm saying? Give me a minute. But yeah, but it's okay because everything ends up being okay, especially when you're the one who has the best intentions and you have not only just intention, because intention over sometimes doesn't matter over action, but you have the best intention, but you also go after the good things, the right things, and you make those things happen. So we can never worry about things. This morning I was just I wasn't overtaken by, but I just seen somebody in a storm, and I experienced them, and it was like, wow, this is sad to experience like this now, and it was like I really just wow, people
Yeah.
are really hurting out here. People are really having a hard time. So
Separate that because, like, we talked, and last night that happened, and I was just like, I just had to tell myself it ain't had nothing to do with me.
yes, it
I,
has nothing to do with
I
you.
was just in the middle of something that I should not have been in, and it is okay despite certain things being said, and you just gotta brush it off because
And now I know.
ain't happy whether it's their fault or not,
Yeah.
and
Yes. And now I know. So that's how the day began, but the rest of the day has been beautiful. It continues to be beautiful. It will continue to be beautiful. I got my Disney vlog up this morning finally, and I think it was cute. It's cute. So y'all
and I have not started on my blog at all.
oh girl. But yes, y'all go ahead and watch it. Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger is the YouTube channel. And yeah, but that's how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. That's how I'm doing. And I'm gonna continue to do that. No matter what. I might stub my toe after this, but I'll still be doing great. Yella, how about you? How you doing?
My rule is I may cry first, but shit gonna get done, all right?
I'm gonna do it while I'm crying too. And this is stupid. And come
I can't believe this. Not for real though, because that's all you can do is just no matter how you feel, gotta get done. So you're gonna be happy, sad, mad.
Yeah, it gotta get done. And so we now okay, we told y'all this week we was gonna come back and we were gonna have read chapter 1 of the 4 agreements, but life happened. But we know that the first agreement is be impeccable with your word. And we
Yep.
know what impeccable means. Just be pure, truthful, and mean what you say and say what you mean, and do that with your words. So, you know, I think that how that ties into us here on YouTube is, we make promises to ourselves and life happens and things are hard and things take away from your energy, take away from your physical ability to do something. You might even catch a really bad cold this weekend. You can't get out of bed and all, and that's not your fault, of course. But you still, once you get a little bit of that energy back, once you can do the thing, don't let too much more time pass. Promise yourself things and follow up with what you promised, and you will succeed a lot better and a lot easier and a lot faster than you thought when you just uh follow through with the things that you promised yourself or the things that you said you desired. And it might not feel fun. It probably won't feel fun, especially if you don't feel well or if you're going through something mentally, emotionally. It's not going to feel fun. It's going to feel like, ugh, I just wish that thing isn't happening, and I wish that for you too, friend. But it's happening. But what can you do to get a result? Those things do build your joy, your happiness too, and it builds your self-esteem. It builds your esteem when you do something that's hard or something that you didn't want to do, and because of an emotional or physical thing, and you still get it done. It does build your self-esteem. It makes you feel like, no, I know I'm stronger than certain things. I'm stronger than a lot of things because I did it before. When I remember I did do this before and I got through it and I had a good result after. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, let's see what we are promising ourselves, and let's see how we can get from point A to point B to point C all the way down to Z by the end of the week. I know it might feel like a lot, but if you really want to get it done, you could do it. And you could, chop it up in bite sizes. And like we said earlier, if you got a cry in between, let a tear, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make them thug tears if that's the kind of tears you do. But let them out. Do your scream. Find your pillow. If you live in the city like me, find a pillow, scream into. If you live like in the area where there's woods, go ahead in there, roar it out, and come back to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that we have to show up for ourselves. I mean, honestly, what I have also been learning, as an Aquarius that just very much solo dolo in life, I know a lot of people, I'm very much a social butterfly, but I'm very much like to myself. You have to, if you don't show up for yourself, you can't expect somebody else to show up for you. And I've learned that many different ways in many different areas because, again, I lived a different life, and then I've been alone a long time, just in regards to just, different stages of my life. And looking back, I could take accountability to say, why would I expect somebody to show up for me when I wasn't even showing up for myself a lot of those years? You know what I mean? So we have to show up for ourselves, and you got to figure out what that looks like for you. Sometimes I work in mental health, and a lot of people call in asking for help, but a lot of that conversation really ends in, what are you willing to do? It's really that. And being patient. Time, patience, and commitment are the three, those are the three solutions to everything. You know what I mean? So like Mo said, show up for yourself. And especially, I ain't gonna lie, raise head if you signed up for too much this year. I did. I signed up for way too much when I started content, especially starting content. I want to do this and that and this. So much stuff is on the back burner now, and that's not a bad thing. Some things just mean it's just not a right now thing. There's a beautiful project I have that I'm ready to do. It's just not the time, and that is okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's where we're self-assessing and all that good stuff. But yeah, we have to show up for ourselves, y'all. Like I said, I know I had a rough week, and my biggest self-care tool is isolation. Mm-hmm. Peace, all right? And I was like, another quote that I live by is, the things that you used to do to survive may not be the things that you need to do to survive now. So that's me also working on myself constantly, always. But like, okay, like this tool used to work magnificently, like back in the day. Mm-hmm. Right now, that tool is it's not as effective. It's not beneficial or anything. So again, finding out what works for you, because especially when you're doing this content stuff, honey, what free time? Huh? That free time you could be filming, editing, but there's no free time because you literally content consuming up, whether it's you doing your own content or you supporting other people content. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I love that what you said too. And then I think there's complexities, right? Because I think um not I think I know for sure we want to do these things. We want to have these social medias. We want to build. We want to see these things grow. But Yella and I are big. We're big on when we first started talking about this, talking about how we have to be realistic about starting our businesses, starting these social medias and everything is not only just you can't only just use the tool of you wanted to do it. You have to also use the tool of self improvement and self empowerment because there's going to be so many things that you learn about yourself that maybe you weren't didn't have a realistic outlook, or maybe you have to adjust for this moment until you get to a better moment in this, until you grow your channels, until you grow your business. It's going to be so many things that you don't realize that it can play a role in damaging your self-esteem, right? You could feel like, oh, I'm not as good at things as I thought, or you could start hurting your own feelings really when you try to do something new. And so what you said earlier about the things you used to survive before might not be the things that you used to survive now. And then we don't realize, especially when we don't try hard things often, when we try to start doing hard things, we don't realize the effort that it does take, and we have to know that we might have used these tools to survive here, and we've learned to thrive now, and we don't have to use them tools, and then we try to use those tools to we think that we're just going to thrive through this whole thing. No, you have to take those tools again and work to survive through this new thing, this new effort, while you're still thriving in the other places that you were thriving in. Like you grew up in this area, you matured in this area, and now this area is brand new baby. You have to feed it, you have to burp it, you have to change its diaper, you have to, just because you got a 10-year-old don't mean that newborn you can't do the same thing with that new. You started all over again, sis. That newborn need newborn things, and you got to wake up every 1.5 2 hours in the middle of the night, even though that 10-year-old is sleeping through the night since 9.5 years ago.
Right.
You starting over. So where you're thriving here, great. You don't have to take away from that, but you have to know that these are steps, and you're going to struggle in other areas. And the more you want to do, the more it cascades. Now you got triplet newborns. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things I feel like we do have to have a perspective that shows us we are multifaceted, but because we are multifaceted, we do have to recognize that it's one of us, but it is a bunch of different uh pieces of us or parts of us that we have to give to these different achievements, these different adventures, these different journeys that we want to be on. So I know for me, everything in life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Every
marathon with crocodiles, rock climbing, cliffs, a car with 2 tires. I don't know.
What's the one that's real hard that they be doing? It's like an Iron Man one or so. It's one of them. It's one of the marathons that they be biking, swimming.
Oh, it's called triathlon, I think.
That's the one. That's the one that my life is, because once I get off this bike, I gotta get in that water and swim in the ocean. The ocean. This ain't no pool, So I know for me that I recognize that I start here. I can see that. All right, this. I thought this was going to be easy, but this is bigger than me, and I gotta break it up in small pieces. In the way that I use be impeccable my word is when I promise myself something, I follow through, no matter how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling bad or if I'm feeling good. If I'm feeling like, oh, I'd rather be hanging out I'd rather be outside doing ratchet stuff with my friend, whatever, which I never, but like I discipline myself and I don't, and I do the thing that I said I was going to do. It's always going to help me get further, and it's always going to help me make me feel better when I do what I said I was gonna do, my yes is my yes and my no is my no, I really do feel like the queen.
Yeah.
I feel like you could never.
Oh, God.
Period.
No, like for real, because okay, there we go. Absolutely. And I think it's allowing yourself to be present in the space that you're in. It's allowing yourself to make mistakes. Like mistakes are the most regular thing when you first start content. So you know what I mean? Like be okay with that. I'm in trial and error. Like again, I'm just trying shit. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just told my husband today I'm doing a trial and error with a faceless page. Okay, maybe not two faceless, but I'm making another page for day. It's called Daily Shenanigans. And you know those little, I like watching the little things where it's just a whole bunch of TikToks back to back while I'm working, or just a little background noise, and or just even if I want to know about that. And they'll do like certain topics like homeless or single or dating or modern world, whatever. And I just made that today, and I'm like, I want to test it out. Now I'm not going to promote it at all. I just want to post some stuff, and I want to see what happens. And I'm okay if that does not work out. I still have my channel. It's okay. But I do say, coming into this content stuff, I came in thinking it was like this, and then it was just like, there's so much stuff I didn't even realize. So take your time. If you are blessed enough to get viral and pop in and get money within a week, cool. But I already know that my money probably won't be here. The money that I want is not going to be here till next year or 2027. But I am okay playing that long game. And I don't want to compromise my morals. I see a lot of content creators, whether they're big or small, just naturally because we're watching them. And it's like, I just want to do this the fast way. And then they get it, and the money's nice for a little while, for a couple months, but then their whole integrity is compromised to the point that they get canceled, and then now that money's not coming in at all. Right, so I'd rather take the slow route and think of longevity and sustainability and growth and progression and keeping what I've earned than to just get it fast and then it leaves. So, and this is why we're creating a space, because we want. But eventually there's going to be a whole bunch of people in the comments here live as well as after the fact, because this is for live and recorded purposes. But again, we're creating a space so we could grow together. If you just care about numbers, cool. But I want a community. I want the comments. I want a comment section. I want us a kiki keying. I want us laughing. I want people to come back. I want to go to their page. That's what I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
There's old sayings that, we used to laugh at, but they are like hammer on the nail. Be careful what you ask for. It's very much that simple, because God will give it to you very quickly, and you're like, oh shit. And then you probably weren't even ready for it, if you want to be honest. And so I'm okay when God's ready to give me that blessing, because I want to keep it when it comes. So, and I know I have a lot to work on still, especially being in front of the camera. I'm trying not to cuss a little bit more. I'm trying to, look more presentable on camera. Just a little couple things that matter to me, at least, while I'm presenting content. So I want to challenge all y'all, like, please, like, try something new. Like I said, the channel I made today has nothing on it. All I did was change the name and change the profile pic.
Yeah.
I want to test it out, because if I can get pop and that's money, and I ain't got to do that. But tie-ins, other people content, why not? Why? Because that's the content that I be watching when I be working, or just to be entertained. So why not see if I can enter that world? So that is my goal to myself, to try something new and see how it goes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I also have been thinking about how I can tweak certain things, because I have certain buckets, of course, because we all, because that only niche down to one thing. Please don't drive yourself crazy.
Yeah,
if you like us, again, you're a multifaceted person, do the things that you like to do and make it look creative. Now, don't just think because you do it, just show it, make it look a little creative, make it a little fun. For me, do y'all need to watch me have my morning routine and workout and that's it? No, but you know what? I do what I can to show I am having a morning routine, despite the fact that I'm not a gym buff body girl. I still work out. I still work to make myself healthy. I still care for myself. And I'm going to give you these funnies. Y'all going to do a little hee ha ha, okay? when y'all see these videos. So I'm gonna talk to y'all. I got my little microphone on, and I'm gonna, complain and complain, make it funny, or you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Be myself. I'm gonna just I'm gonna be myself. So I have that bucket, but I also was going live every Monday and doing this live called Motivation Monday. And I really loved it. But life in the past month and a half, and I feel like, all right, I know I'm not gonna be able to sit for a whole hour or whatever doing a live, but ding dong, I'm gonna make a Motivation Monday kind of video. So you guys, every Monday, you guys can have motivation still. I could still do that, and y'all could still comment down below and be a part of it, and all of those things. Like those things still can happen. So you can tweak certain things, and
the perfect analogy of that is like, just have a plan. The plan can be revamped at any point. The blueprint can be changed, y'all, but you're not going to go anywhere if you don't have a plan at all. Mm-hmm. And shout out to you, Mo, and for both of us, because we're trying new things. It's always okay to change things. We're new. We're seeing what's working. We're trying to see what's working. We're trying to see what's not. Sometimes it's just the day that you posted that. You just posted on that great day and a great time. And then some days it just may not be a good time. Just that's the stuff that at least I pay attention to. Like, oh my God, posting at noon is a great, people be up at noon, but posting at midnight, you just may not. I research with other people YouTube videos, and they're like, some people are saying, hey, you get more views if you post your content straight up, like automatically. Then other people are saying, hey, you get more views if you schedule for it to be posted. So you post it, but it's not going to pop up until 10 hours later. Just try it yourself and do what makes you happy. There's a lot of right ways to do something. I think that the struggle with, especially with content, is just finding out what works for you. Hey, I tried that. Mo probably got a calendar that's A1 top tier. My calendar is trash, but it's good enough to let me know what the hell I got to do. I'm trying to get better, y'all. It starts off great for like 2 weeks, and then week 3, it just falls off, and then I got to restart. You know how many calendars I bought?
Me too.
And it only got to 1 month in it, and then it was just done. But I'm still keep buying the calendar. Okay, not really. I got it on my phone now. But it's just, there's always time. Like, pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to your numbers. What do you want out of this? What are you willing to try? A celebration for me is I reached 1,600 on Instagram. And I was at 1,200 at the beginning of the year. I wasn't even focused on Instagram until I started working with brands, because brands love Instagram for whatever reason.
Right.
Love Instagram. So I've been focusing on that too. I don't post absolutely everything I post on these two on Instagram, but again, you're working on several different things. So just do what works for you, and be okay at failing, and be like, you know what, maybe I need to try this next time. And then also, just a couple things that I've been thinking about, because I was like, what can I talk about every Sunday? And an idea that I have for people is check into the world that you're in. If you're in a lot of worlds, that's cool, but check into the world that you're in, because that will help you grow as well. What trends are happening in your world? Fun fact, my husband, again, Pokemon, he found a trend, and then one of the Pokemon World is awesome, by the way. They comment, they do all the stuff. I love them down. And they were like, oh my God, this is like the best one I've seen, and like a lot of comments and stuff. So check the trends within the world. If you're in the beauty world, if you're in the skincare world, check out how other people are doing things, and then add your own little twist to it. But it's that trial and error again. Like, see what works, as long as you feel comfortable. Because I don't do all the trends. I'm not a dancer. Right. I'm not Chris Brown in nothing. I'm not a Marriott girl. I'm not going to be, I don't know how to do none of that. But if I found a cute little trend I could do today, and it was like,
I know. That's how you know the trend, because she didn't have to say
that. But am I doing the I don't know. I can't even think of any other one. But if you see something, try it. But you do have to look and invest time. I purposely look through YouTube Shorts to find sounds that are popping, and then I try to see like, oh, do I have something that I could like mesh with this? And then sometimes it works, and then sometimes it didn't work as good, but it did what it was supposed to do. So again, post and try, and just experiment. It's really just a big experiment right now. Like, and then once you get it down to how you want it, by that time your community should be here, and it just gets a lot easier. But part of it too is just I like people growing. Look at all the big YouTubers. Do you know who Corey Kenshin is? Mm-hmm. No, he's a big gamer, but like people, he's been on YouTube since the beginning of YouTube, and it's just that when you allow people to grow with you, I think it also allows more loyal fan base than just like everybody just wants to pop up once you're popping.
Yeah, so I think that's why people love Mr. Beast. I know he has the most thing because they did see him from small until now, and he has like the most followers on YouTube or whatever. He's super, big or whatever. I don't know if he does any of the things that he used to do on his. I don't even know what his.
Girl, actually, that's the fact that you just posted. Said him. He just posted that he did a like 11 million video, like how many hours it took, how many people, like. So yeah, absolutely. And again, that guy has a lot of money, and he had nothing when he started YouTube. I don't even know how he made all his money still. It could not have just been off of YouTube. Maybe.
Always from a lot of sponsors, and then he uses it right back to whatever he believes in and stuff like that. So yeah, for sure. And I'm sure he I don't know if he got billions and billions of dollars, but I know he makes it and he gives it, and whatever he gets for that is, a blessing, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, you see that person grow. Like you said, he had nothing, and made his YouTube channel and grew. You see, and you see that also just know that don't talk yourself out of making these videos, y'all, because she just named somebody and I'm sure he's big in his space. I never heard of him. And I'm sure he gets money. I'm sure a lot of people know him. I'm just the one person who don't know him in this conversation. So there's room. The point is there's room for us to do all of the things that we want and like and know of and all of that.
Hi, Jazz. Talk about Jazz. Jazz is on YouTube too. Yes. Thank you for being here, Jazz. And no, absolutely. I think, because here's the thing, like how I see it and how I want to approach it, because I know I'm a small creator. So why not link up with other small creators? If I go to if Mr. Beast went live and I went to his live, who am I? Who am I? Yeah. I'm not going to get the support or the and again, I don't want a community where people are looking up to me. I want a community where we're standing next to each other, because I am above nobody. I am not a content creator where, hey, I'm posting content so you could be like me. None of that. I am just telling you to be your best self, whatever that looks like for you. So I want to create a community where we're standing shoulder to shoulder, and you do that by supporting and showing up for each other with other small creators. Of course, support the big creators. Absolutely. But if you think you're going to go into a big creator's live and then you're going to leave that live as big as that creator, it's just that chance is very minimal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it's not supposed to happen like that. You're supposed to work for the things that you want and the things that you're supposed to have. So, but you come into the live like what we have. We created this YouTube grow room. And we wanted to do this because we want a community or communities that grow together. When you look at the other influencers or in whether it's just the social medias, the IGs, the TTs, or the YouTube community that is built, you see that a lot of them have grown. It's like cohorts, they grew together in their segments. And no, they might not even be doing the same thing, but I know that somebody who came out the same time as one of my favorite people is Judy Time, is right there with her, but she started right a year before I started, which is in 2012. You know what I'm saying? So whatever movement she has made, the people who came out around that same time who have been in line with that movement are around the same place. So they put in work. There's another one who I seen her years and years later, Kayla Cake. There's so many girls, but she's part YouTube, part influencer. There's so many girls that's around her that came together. They take each other's pictures. They take each other video. They're in the same area. A lot of girls, and they're in the DMV area. They grow together. I see their social media, their YouTube, their IG, their TT, and their numbers are very similar. They come together. So if that's something, when we grow, our channels grow, hers is going to grow, mine is going to grow, and that's going to be something they're going to always say, remember Yella, remember Mo. They're always going to, remember us as a cohort, and that's what you want. So,
And
I'm just
to
trying to
add
see
to
how to
that,
form a cohort.
right. And then add to that, don't be afraid to be in different communities. I think that's one thing I've seen. And I said, because I've been in Twitch before, and I was streaming at that time. So kind of content, but in a different way. But just, I forgot what I was saying. What's the last thing I said? Oh, no,
Don't be afraid to be in other groups.
Sometimes you can hinder yourself because, like, I've seen, okay, just an example, I've seen, and it's very much, oh, we're exclusive.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
you don't do that.
Oh, it's just us. Oh, like you can't sit with us. Like, first of all, I don't need y'all 5 support, but I can get these other 100 people support. So sometimes you hinder yourself by just being stuck to one group, and sometimes you join groups and you realize, like, this may not be in alignment with what I'm trying to do. So I just may need to back out of this before I fully invest myself. And you can absolutely do that respectfully while everybody is still like not like, getting along and all that good stuff. But join different communities. I am in a lot of discords. I support a lot of people. They support me back. But sometimes if you're just in one group, then it's just 5 of y'all, then it's only those 5 people supporting you. So, and again, we can't just be like, why people aren't supporting us? Because the first question I'm always going to ask people is, what have you done to support other people? Because you know who's commenting on my stuff? The people stuff that I'm commenting on.
Yeah.
And extra people. We want extra people too. But a lot of my support came from me supporting. So when people are like, well, how do I get support and engagement? By supporting and engaging. I don't know how to. Life is simple, y'all. Well, not right now.
No, life ain't easy, but it's simple. It's 1, 2, 3. It's being impeccable with your word. That means the way you can be impeccable with your word, coming back to that, is doing what you said you was going to do. Doing the things that you say you were going to do. And that means finding a way to support yourself, support others on here on the social media, and don't make it hard on yourself. So yeah, find your cohort. That's what we're saying today. Find your cohort.
And this is one right here for you guys. Please tell your other people. If you know somebody that want to do YouTube, I tell people, if you don't even have a page, if you're just watching stuff on your page, just come. You don't have to post yet, nothing. Because it's really also brainstorming. We're here. What do you want to post? How do you want to post it? What are you doing? I wish some of our other girls were here right now because I want to celebrate them because they've been doing so amazing. So hopefully they're here next week. But I'm watching the people that are showing up and they're doing amazing. So again, it's a community where we're growing together, we're learning together. Again, at some point, we would love people to come up and share, hey, this is what I've been doing and it works. We got girls that know about the marketing side and the selling products, because people love to sell products, and we know people that are great at that. Maybe they could even come in one day. So again, it's a space where we're all bringing something to the table to help each other grow, because I'm not an expert here and I'm growing with y'all. I'm not getting money yet, but the point is we're trying to get the money together. You know what I mean? So
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. This is a cohort, and there'll be more and more. This is the group right here. But as we grow, there are going to people who come after us who still want to join this movement, and we want you here too. We want it, and like Yella said, if you haven't started your page, this is the best time to join in a. I mean, when I say a group like this, I mean this grow room. Like, as there's more of us here, we will create a Discord where we can all be together. We can be community. We can support each other for YouTube specifically. And but for now, we're here. We're live. We're on these YouTubes. We're here almost every single Sunday. If we miss, it's because we really couldn't make it, and that's fine too, because life. You know what I'm saying? Life. We can't clone ourselves. I mean, if we had some money, we might, so we can make more money. But right now we not. It's just one of us. So we're here. We're in this live. We want to support each other. Let us support you. Let us know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger everywhere. Yella at Yella Outlaw.
Everywhere, yeah. And then guys, comment. Like, we tell people, comment after our video too, so you guys could connect. We want to know what kind of content you're doing. What are your goals? And then sometimes too, the commenting helps because YouTube don't tell you when people sub to you. Yeah. They do not tell you. It's very rare. I'm telling you, it's rare. So if you're just following and somebody's not following, like my biggest goal is always just like and comment. Even if it's an emote, I try not to just emote unless it's just a busy day and I'm doing a lot. I really try to leave an authentic comment because that's what I want. I'm giving into the world what I want. I want people to actually watch my stuff and actually like, oh my God, like this is how I feel about this, you know? But sometimes you got to do an emote, and I feel that, and I accept that too. But you have to engage back. But honestly, guys, when you're getting followers, it does not tell you. So when you are writing and you're commenting, and that helps them. Like, right, I subbed. So what? I subbed. Hey,
Yeah, please write that sub.
I've gotten a couple subs the past couple weeks engaging with other people post. I promise you guys, I got over 10 subs.
Yeah.
And all I did was like, hey, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I support back 10 subs. And you know what I did immediately? I supported back. And at least at minimal, I liked one thing and I commented on one thing. And another tip that works, if you want to use this tip, because it works for me, I just need time to like actually find those posts and post, and then going back again, showing up for yourself and showing up for them. If somebody says, hey, I subbed waiting, then you go immediately and sub back and then respond to them. Subbed back, can't wait to grow together. That's how I got these subs, you guys.
Yeah.
You have to do your part. If you are sitting here, and I'm saying because I know a lot of people like this, so this is for the people listening later because I know our crew is not like this, but it's motivation to you. Because if you're sitting there like, I just want to be famous and it's going to happen, well, who do you think you are? At least I don't think that highly of myself. I know I have to put in the work. And then if you don't put it out there, how are they going to find you? Yeah. So if you're going to comment on there and that works, the other tip that works with that is like, say I'm at 500 subs, or the person's at 500 subs and I'm subbing to them. Hey, just subbed, I'm 501. Because again, you cannot confirm. People said that they subbed and then my number didn't change. I'm still learning, but this is how I observe things for me to grow. But again, I got 10 subs off of that. So if that's something that you guys want to try, I can share those videos with you. The couple that there's 2 people post profiles, channels that I comment on. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to grow. Thank you for the information. I support back. Let's grow together. So I can share those with you guys. But yeah.
Yes, please.
Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Because again, that's also support from other actual YouTubers. We want support from everybody. Don't get me wrong. But I think when you're also connecting with directly other YouTubers compared to like just somebody from IG, TikTok, or outside of YouTube following you, I'm watching, but I think there's a little bit of a difference because if you're actively on YouTube and compared to when you're not, you know what I mean? But again, the numbers are numbers and we want the numbers, but eventually we do want those numbers to come with some substance, you know what I mean?
Right. And it will. So, you know, today's not going to be a long one, but we still wanted to touch base with you guys and make sure that we let you know we're here and we're growing. We want to grow with you. So make sure you definitely do put down in the comments that you were here. Write new sub if you have subbed new to my channel. Make sure you go over to Yella's channel and sub over on Yella's channel and sub to each other. Let each other know that you're here to support each other. And like she said, like and leave a little comment, even if it is an emoji, even if it is a heart. At least you know.
And heart is probably the most appropriate one to do too. It's just to show love, and you don't know, you could make somebody's day with that one heart. Because at the time, I'm commenting on people posts that nobody else commented on or liked, and I still do it just because I just want to brighten up their day. And I don't get to see it, of course, but I can only imagine their phone popping up and somebody like they see a comment, and then it's like a meaningful comment, and it's a like, and it's like, why not? And then again, I want to manifest that. So again, put into the world what you want. And patience. No, Jazz, thank you for being here. Jazz definitely posts, so follow her. Jazz is my bubble sister. I am a bubble skincare ambassador, and I think Jazz or her daughter or both got into it. But yeah, so Jazz posts for sure. I know she posts skincare and family content. So check her out. Thank you again for being here, Jazz. Again, every Sunday. And yeah, I'm just grateful and I'm so excited. We just got started and I'm just excited to grow with whoever's here and then see where everybody's at to celebrate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for joining us. And we will see y'all next week over on Yella's channel. Yeah. We'll let y'all know ahead of time, friends. We promise.
Yes,
Okay, we're going to get it together. Later, y'all.
Bye.